fast do you is the question. One of the things I do every day, multiple times throughout the day, is get puffed. And who cares what Rowie does? But the ultimate thing about getting puffed is that, number one, you're going to get fit. Number two, you're going to pump happy chemicals into your brain. So you're going to feel good, make better decisions, feel satisfied, feel happy. Because after you get puffed, you produce dopamine, reward drug. Yay, I'm a legend. Serotonin, satisfaction drug, I love my life. Endorphins are the pain-killing happy drugs that get you through the experience. And then brain-derived neurotropic factor, which is fertilizer for your brain. Now that all happens when you get puffed. But the challenge is you can't get puffed if you've got a weak body. If you haven't got strong muscles and bones, then you can't push your body to 100% effort. And there's two parts to that. One is you need the strength, the fast twitch muscle fibers that only happen when you go really hard and if your muscles are really strong. Because when you overload to 100% capacity, those fast twitch muscle fibers have to work. If you're just doing light weights, if you're just doing an easy exercise, if you're just taking it easy, working in the aerobic system, those fast twitch muscle fibers waste away. You then have weak muscles, so you can't do the things that you want to do, which includes you can't get puffed. And if you can't get puffed, you can't be fit. So you can't be fit and strong if you don't overload at 100% effort in the phosphate system. Now, you heard me counting. I do that every single day in the garden. I go absolutely flat out for 10 seconds and then I get my breath back. And as you can hear, it doesn't take long to get your breath back. So why is this so important? Well, there's this great thing called N.E.A.T. So it's Non-Exercise-Activity-Thermogenesis. How's that for a mouthful? Non-exercising, so not when you're exercising, not when you're sleeping, not when you're resting, but what the stuff that you do during the day that is not specific exercise. And the exercise physiologists, the cardiologists, the people that want us to be healthy, fit and strong so we have healthy hearts and healthy endocrine systems, they're all suggesting that yes, base metabolic rate is important. That's the number of calories you burn at rest. Your respiratory quotient is important. That's where the calories are coming from. So that's why being fit and strong is important, because when you're really fit, when you're really strong, your body prefers to burn fat, not sugar, not carbohydrate, not glycogen. You use that for when you exercise. But the important thing is the activity that you do throughout the day, the speed at which you do it, because that sparks your metabolism. So non-exercising activity thermogenesis is how the calories that we're burning, not from food, because that's the thermic effect of food. So yes, when you eat, you have a slight increase in your metabolism because your body, it takes energy to digest food, obviously. But if you're washing the car, if you're carrying a bag, if you're walking to the bus stop, if you're in the garden, if you can do those things faster, you spike your metabolism constantly throughout the day at a rapid rate so that you burn more calories. Now, if you can increase, because when you exercise for 10 seconds, high to intense activity burst, not very many calories are burnt. But when you get really fit and strong from doing that, that means you can do everything else throughout the day so much faster. And when you do it faster with more effort and with more energy, then of course you spike your metabolism more times throughout the day, easier, and you burn a hell of a lot more calories. Now, depending on the endocrinologist, the exercise physiologist, or the cardiologist that you talk to, some of those folks are suggesting that our N.E.A.T, our non-exercising activity thermogenesis, if you are a fidgeter, for example, so people that just move around all the time. So when I'm talking and I move my hands, I'm not thinking about doing that. That's not exercise. But you can imagine them, if you do that a few thousand times throughout the day, you burn more calories. But if you're weak and tired and lethargic and you don't feel like doing anything, your body doesn't do very much all day. And the things that you do, you do them really slowly because you haven't got any energy. So if you're energetic, you can do everything faster. So I can wash the car faster, I can vacuum faster, I can garden faster, I can hang the washing on the line faster. I can walk all day on my treadmill because that's my desk. I haven't for a very long time sat down. As I always share at my house, the chairs are just for look. Nobody sits in them. Well, I certainly don't. The chairs are only for, doesn't that look nice? Because I don't want to sit down. I want my metabolism to be spiking constantly. And there's a reason for that, of course, very selfish reason. I love food. I want to eat as much food as I want. I never want to go on a diet. I never want to have to restrict the things that I love. Now, there's two parts to that. When you're really fit and strong, your digestive system, your hormonal system work together to tell you when you're hungry and tell you when you're full. So I don't overeat, I don't binge eat, I don't ridiculously eat. I eat whatever I want to, but when I say that, I stop eating when I'm full because I don't want to eat when I'm not full. when I'm full. I don't want to eat when I'm not hungry. So that's the beautiful thing about being fit and strong, is that you burn a lot of calories. First of all, you have a fast base metabolic rate. So the energy required to keep you moving throughout the day is high. The energy required to keep you alive is high. You burst your metabolism constantly throughout the day because you've got the energy to do it. As I shared, you can run up the stairs instead of walk or take the escalator. You can garden really fast rather than slowly, or choose to garden rather than get a landscape gardener to do it for you. You can clean your house really fast. All the things that require energy throughout the day, you do them faster. So you burn more calories throughout the day. I think this is really exciting, don't you? Can't do any of that if you're not fit and strong. So the foundation, the fundamentals is get puffed, really puffed, so that you're really fit, but you can't do that if you're not strong. So you've got to have strong muscles and bones so you can keep doing that, which is really cool for me because I'm an old lady. I'm fitter and stronger than I've ever been. I'm literally fitter and stronger than when I was 20. Because when I was 20, I had this ridiculous headspace that I didn't want to have muscles because they're really big. Well, the really fun thing about muscle, number one, it's the big engine of your body. It's the thing that burns the most calories. Your base metabolic rate burns the most calories because that's your muscle. So if you can maintain your muscle, or if you're a bloke, grow more muscle, you'll have a faster base metabolic rate. It also means you're stronger, so you can do all the things in your life faster, so you keep spiking your metabolism. And of course, when you're fit and strong, you have that respiratory quotient. We burn carbohydrate, we burn fat and a little bit of protein all of the time, except when we're exercising at high intensity, which your body then relies on glycogen, carbohydrate, sugar, glucose, stored phosphates in your muscle. It doesn't rely on fat. But most of us, I think all humans, spend a lot more time doing nothing than we do exercising at high intensity. So when you exercise at high intensity, you don't burn very many calories and you don't burn any fat. But when you're resting, that's when your body turns into a fat burning machine and prefers to burn fat. And throughout the day, because you're strong and because you're fit, you can do everything faster. So you have a high N.E.A.T. Think about that. I want to get N.E.A.T, which is my non-exercising-activity-thermogenesis. And again, the study was done on fidgeters, people that just move around a lot, burn up to 1,000 calories more every day than the person that doesn't fidget. They don't even realize they're doing it. They're the people that just, they dance when they're on the phone, or they don't sit down and they stand up and walk around when they're on the phone instead of sitting down. They just move a lot. Now that's 1,000 extra calories. For me, that's a food that I love, that I don't have to think, can't have this because it's got too much fat in it or too much sugar or too many calories. When you're fit and strong, your body burns everything really fast. Your body tells you when you're hungry. Your body tells you that you're full, so you stop eating, and everything just becomes this living your life to the max. So how about forget about dieting? Wouldn't that be a great way to live? Never have to worry about what you eat. Wouldn't it be awesome to have a body that's full of energy all day long? You can perform at your best. You love what you see in the mirror, and you can do all the things that you want to do. Could that be living life to the max? Super duper doo, how are you? Live your life to the super max. Woohoo!